Vesper's host's first encounter can be farmed solo in a decent time. I was getting it down to around 4 minutes a run. But before I get into a method, I want to say this is not easy. A few parts require precise movement and timings, but with practice you'll be able to get it done. Getting to the first encounter, you can skip the whole scanner and operator puzzle by taking it out of bounds route. For this you'll need either a mountaintop or a Revenant and an eager edge sword. But other than that, it can really be done on any class. It might be faster still on Stasis Hunter for the ability to escape, but I opted for Titan. As you will see in the next section, it makes clearing the encounter quite quick. I will go over a few of the more tricky spots in this pathing after the main loop. For the encounter itself, you only need to clear one room. I prefer the blue right side room as it is much safer and quicker than other options, with no pits in which you could drop the nuke, and the enemies are not too threatening. Loadout wise, I used Thunder Crash with Cuirass to instantly kill both the initial and post nuke brigs, with its new effect in granting additional super energy on amplified melee kills, meaning you will have or be close to your next super in time. Otherwise the encounter is just really clearing ads as quick as possible. Follow the path I took to check for buttons with scanner and then finish up. Do note that if you do find the two incorrect buttons quickly, you can stop checking at this point, as there will always be 4 active and 2 wrong button options. The most important part of this is getting the timing right for duping the nuke. This is the same method as most dupes, where you swap weapons as the progress bar for depositing the nuke is filling, but the timing here is a bit more tight than usual. Try to swap weapons as the progress bar is around 60% completion. If you are too early, you will drop the nuke, but that's no worries, you can just try again. If you are too late though, the nuke will either be fully deposited, or looks like it's been duped only to immediately despawn. The latter of which was happening quite a lot to me when learning this. So it's always better to go too early than too late, when practicing duping these nukes. But like all of this, it does just come down to practice in order to learn the timings. After a few runs, I was getting this quite consistently, with the occasional time the nuke looking like it's been duped but immediately despawning. If this does happen, you'll just have to run a second path. Probably the front left is the best option. And while the remainder of this run plays out, just a few things. Why would you actually do this? I think it's because Encounter 1 has the best loot table, including the area denial and heavy grenade launcher, which are both highly sought after and best in slot options in their respective slots. The fusion rifle can also drop from here, but running this in a group is the better option if you have people online. This is because while the nuke quickly despawns if duped at the wrong moment, in this time a teammate can pick up the nuke and save it, making getting the instant triple dupe a lot more consistent. But it is just nice to have this option should you not have any friends currently online. I'll also leave some advice of the out of bounds route and what to do if the nuke should despawn up next.
Central power critically low. Power at 60%. Re-engaging standby mode.
Okay, so the jumping puzzle, there is a few tricky spots. The first one being just straight down here. You want to sword swipe through that gap here, but you want to be kind of jumping around this corner here. If you go too far, this floor no longer exists and you will just fall straight through it. So kind of jump around while sword swinging, and you will get around, but just keep swinging. You can afford to use sword ammo. Keep swinging all the way up until you get to this point. Here you are pretty safe, you can just carry on walking across, there's nothing too bad. And just carry on, come around here, down here. You can be on these platforms or down here, it doesn't really matter. And yeah, keep going across, up to this next thing, same before, sword swipe all the way to the top. Now once you're here, you'll see this platform here. If you go down here, it's like turn back zone, you'll die. But you want to get up there. So the easiest way is, of course, just mountaintop jumping. I guess you could also grapple up there. Like, jump onto here. Make sure you do jump onto here because, like, either side of this platform here, you will instantly die. Like, if I fell off there, I would die. So again, just mountaintop jump up, straight onto the top here. You can use your sword to swipe up if like you don't quite get the height on this ledge here. And again, straight across. This is quite straightforward. Just go all the way to the end. Now the last bit, this can be a bit tough, but you just want to aim for that hole there. Again, if you're on this like sort of blue section here, all of this is a turn back, so you just want to be getting through it as fast as possible. So aim towards that hole there, swipe at it. You should go straight through, and well, there you go. And you want to land on this platform here, which is where the encounter is. When you see the new objective, that means you have like hit the right barrier. So at this point, just grenade launch yourself or any method just to wipe, and you should spawn just directly in the first encounter room. This is definitely faster than going the intended way, as you can skip all the mechanics and just get straight into the encounter. And finally, here's a path you should take should one of the nukes not correctly dupe.
Power at 60%. Re-engaging standby mode. Welcome to Vesper Station.